What is going on, everybody? And well, we're back on the crew too because, as you all know, there's 3 new vehicles added into the game today. One of which is the Porsche 911 GT993, which is the one I'll be taking a look at in this video. And stay tuned in the near future for the other two cars, which is the Koenigsegg CCR and the new KTM in the touring car class. Looking forward to checking those out. But anyway, let's jump right into the customization of this new Porsche here, and let's see if anything can be done to it. I'm not gonna lie, I already really like the look of this car. So here are the official colors, which everybody knows me pretty well right now. I'm going to have to put this blue on there because I love bright colors like that. So here are the actual official colors for it there. This car looks really nice. I love Porsches, and the old style bodies on these, like the 911s, look so good. Oh my goodness. All right, so here is the visual part. So there is actually some customization. So let's see what we can do to it. So here is the hoods. I don't really like that one too much. Oh. So I'm not really too big of a big fan of these hoods. I mean, that carbon hood looks pretty nice. I'm going to leave it regular stock there. Moving over to the front bumpers, we have 24 of these. To the yellow there. So I'm guessing they're going to be changing like little things on each one if I had to guess. Probably nothing too crazy. That's actually a pretty nice one there. So here's a stock bump if you guys are wondering. This one has like the carbon fiber on the front. Actually kind of like that. I'm going to throw that one on there for now. That looks pretty good. I like the carbon. That has a darker headlights there, which that one looks good too. I'm going to do that. Moving over, we have the yellow there, the carbon, that one, those look darker headlights there, the different front bumper, the detail on the front there. Then it changes the headlights, it looks like a little bit, and then goes into the next bumper, the big carbon splitter on the front, with these same headlights up there. It looks like they go from, this carbon? Yeah, it looks like carbon and then the white ones there, which they both actually look pretty awesome on there. I actually like the yellow ones too, look pretty nice depending on your build you have on this thing. So I do like the front bumpers, pretty awesome so far, at least it's a lot to choose from. Mostly I think it's changing the headlights and the color of them, but wow, look at that, what in the world? Look at that splitter. Whole thing's carbon fiber, even the side right there is carbon, looks pretty insane. Moving over to the front fender, there's 4 of these. So make it carbon. You can also wide body it even more with a bigger fender there, which actually looks kind of insane. You can make that carbon as well. That looks kind of crazy, I'm not going to lie. A little too wide if you ask me, but does not actually look bad at all. At least the tires actually fit it. Maybe they can take notes with the cars on GTA a little bit. But anyway, moving over to the rims here, we're going to have the regular stock rims right there that I have on it. Then we're going to have the other rims here, which I might actually put those on there. So I'm going to throw these on there. If you're wondering why I couldn't customize the car when I bought it, because I did buy the bundle, which was like $1,677,000, which had all 3 of the new cars in it. You could buy the car separately if you want. I believe this car's like $300 and something thousand, I believe, if you wanted to buy it separately. Should we go with like a blue brake caliper as well, maybe? Yeah, let's do that. Side mirrors here, so we got the carbon ones, which look okay, but I'm not a huge fan of those. And then those mirrors look interesting. I'm going to leave the mirrors stock. I think those look the best on there. Moving over to the skirts. So that brings a whole side up in carbon fiber there. As that one on there doesn't look too bad. And that one's carbon. And then finally the last one brings that other part down, which actually matches the car. I'm going to end up leaving this stock too, most likely. I think that looks good how it has the black down there already. I think that fits it nicely. And then that goes into full carbon there. Moving over to the rear fender, probably going to have the carbon there on that one. And then we're going to have the insane wide body on there, which doesn't look bad, honestly. It actually fits the car, kind of, but look how like wide that is. That's a lot. And then moving over here, we're gonna have the rear wings, which I might have to change this one. I've always been a huge fan of the RWB Porsches, so seeing this is pretty awesome. So I might end up leaving my wing stock on there. I'm not a huge fan of this one. It doesn't look bad, but I don't know how I feel about that. How big the wing looks like there. I'm not sure about that one. Moving over to the rear bumper, we have 24 of these as well, just like the front. So I'm guessing they'll be changing the tail lights a lot on this one here. Looks pretty interesting so far. This exhaust finally changing on 5. Every couple they will change. Ooh, that looks, those actually look pretty nice, I'm not going to lie. I like having the dual exhausts on there. I'm going to go with that one for right now. See if I like anything besides that. The dark tail lights look pretty nice as well, having them smoked like that. Moving over, we have the taillight change there. So the taillights will be the same probably on each different exhaust part you can put on this. So here's the other one. Those are actually carbon and aluminum, it looks like. Looks pretty good. Zooming out a little bit and checking these out. Oh, whoa, that looks like a GT2 RS bumper. What in the world? That would be some car to see on this game. What do y'all think? Do you guys like to see a GT2 RS on the crew too? I feel like that is actually be an awesome addition to this game. Apparently the 720S is coming. Guess we gotta wait and see on that, but that is definitely gives me GT2 RS vibes on that rear bumper there. Don't really like how that worked. Whoa, what in the... Okay, that, yeah, I don't know if I put that on there either. So I'm gonna go with no on those. Moving over to the interior here, which actually looks pretty nice. If I went blue here, I might have a little too much blue. But if I go there and then do the nice interior plus that, looks pretty good. Let's do that. So there's a manual there, as you guys can see. Then you can obviously put the vanity items of your choice on the car if you choose to. Personally, I'm just going to do some smoke and then probably the nitrous on there, and that is pretty much it. I'm not going to add any of these. You could probably do roof stuff too. You could put a taxi on there if you want. If you want to be crazy, maybe put like a livery of a taxi on there. I don't really know. You can put all these on there if you want, if you guys have these. Personally, I'm going to leave all those off, though. I think the car looks great as is. Anyway, let's go take a look outside and do a top speed run, and then we have to take this thing into a race and test it out. Now, arriving outside here with the new 911 GT, well, I am in a random road in the middle of literally nowhere to test this thing out because I wanted to do different routes on this. So I have the darker rims on there. I think those look really nice. I have the really nice bright blue color on here. Let's take a quick look at the interior. Nice detail there. I'm happy to see some new cars. I knew there was new cars coming. I just didn't know when, and it turns out, well, that was today. Like I said, stay tuned for the other two cars later on in the week as well. So here's the interior. Let's listen to it. And I hit the wrong button. Forgot how long it actually takes to zoom out of the map now with the change, but let's listen to this thing right now. So it sounds pretty good. Looks like there's really no back seat there, I thought. All right, let's go drive this thing now and see how it does. So I have a build on it, which I will show at the end of the video. So it's going to be a manual, so many gears. I'm guessing it's going to be a 5-speed. By the looks at how it's accelerating, possibly 6. So it is going to be a 6-speed, which makes sense. Figured I'd pick this weird road over here, probably get plenty of speed up. So right now, the car's actually accelerating very nicely. I have to say this car's actually pretty fast already. I'm going to run it with nitro chem to see what I get to a top speed with it. Seems like a lot of the street cars are pretty, I'd say they're pretty balanced for the most part when it comes to speed. You can pretty much use most of the cars you want. Obviously, some are better than others. This car definitely might be up there for being in the top, though, because it does seem pretty good, and it's also really nice. So I'm already going 240, 247, it looks like 248. So 248 looks like it's going to be maxed there. Now, you could probably push it to 249, but you're going to be pretty much going through all your nitrous, so I'd say a good top speed probably 245-ish on this car would be good, which is pretty average. It's higher than some of the other cars, like the GT4 Wasp Edition is like 238. Some cars are like 235. So 247 is actually pretty dang fast. Let's take this thing into a race and test it out in there. So I figured I'd pick a random street race here. Now, I believe this one's San Francisco to like the Bay Area or something like that. So it's not too long of a race, but it's like 2 minutes and 40 seconds or something like that. But a nice little scenic route to test out the new 911 GT. So overall, I gotta say, from driving this car a little bit, it's actually better than I thought it was gonna be. Some of these new cars, I was a little worried about them because I really don't know how they'll compare to others. But so far, this Porsche actually seems pretty dang good. This is a great way to test out the car's turning ability too on this race. So something I definitely want to test out. I have a little build on the car, which I might have to adjust, but it seems like it's pretty decent. Let's test out the brakes are nice on this car as well. Definitely need some good brakes. Some of the brakes on this game, and, well, we can all agree that they're pretty horrendous. So using the nitrous on the car right now, it is a 6-speed, which definitely makes it a lot better. I know the 4 speeds really bother people a lot. I know some people talk about how they don't like them. So luckily, this car is obviously a 6-speed, and people will be able to race this thing in a lot of races. I'm going to have to try this thing a little bit in competitive racing at Summits and all that, see how it compares to the Superleggera, because that car really is on top right now. So I'd love to see a car actually come and compete with it a little bit. So this car might be able to do that. One car I was driving a little bit that was pretty dang good was the 4S992. That car is, the new one is actually really insane. This car might be able to compete with it a little bit. So far, the speed's actually pretty good. I can get up to speed quickly with nitrous. It doesn't take it long. The brakes are good. So overall handling, I got to give it a pretty high score. I mean, it's good. I got to give it a 10 on that. When it comes to speed, I'd say it's pretty similar to a lot of the other street cars. It could be a little different when it comes to like acceleration. You know, some cars accelerate differently than others when shifting and all that. Like this car has that slight delay, making it like obviously clutching it and shifting it, compared to like some of the other cars where they can just shift because they have the automatic gearbox there and or quick paddle shifter. So that does make a difference. I almost said quick shifters because of motorcycles. So far, I gotta say, if you guys are in the market for another street car, and well, the Porsches are on your mind, you guys love the 911s, this is definitely a car I recommend going after. I really do like how the body style looks on this car as well, with those rims look great on it. Hit the nitrous here, hear that engine. I'm very impressed with the handling on this car so far. It's actually doing really good. It's not losing itself in turns or anything like that. So like when you go around turns or hit like a little bump, it doesn't like lose itself. Even a good amount of the hypercars do that depending on the build. So to see a car not do that is pretty nice. Downshifting with using the brakes there, went around that turn very nice. I'm going to go into first person for the rest of this race here actually. So it looks like just that works with the miles per hour. Hit the nitrous there. So I'm not going to lie everybody, I'm pretty impressed overall with the 911. This car's pretty awesome, and I must say it's definitely worth a look. I believe this car's like 300 and something thousand bucks if you want to buy the car by itself, or you can get in the bundle, which is like 1,677,000. I'm gonna be showing you guys my settings right now, and again, stay tuned for the new CCR and the KTM in the touring car class coming in the near future.